Hello, everybody. This is Boxing Bros UK. I'm Hiss Chris. This is my co-host Andrew, the Boxing Brain.
Hi, Chris.
Today's topic is Josh Kelly versus Ishmael Davis. So Ishmael Davis has come in as a last-minute replacement. I think 2 weeks' notice. But I just want to say, like these last-minute opponents, the person that's at a disadvantage is the fighter, the main fighter. Because when you get a last minute opponent in, you imagine all your sparring, all your training, all your coaches, everything has been studying one guy. Yeah. And then someone else comes in 2 weeks before the fight. Like what happened to AJ? He's training for Gerald Miller and he gets Andy Ruiz in. Yeah. So you've had no sparring, you've not been sparring people with that style or that height, and just it's not as they just got someone in off the and the people that get in, they're ready. They're training. This guy, like you said earlier, you alluded to earlier, he already has the fight scheduled. So he's already in camp. He's ready. Do you know what I mean? So don't think this is going to be a pushover.
Point, Chris, actually, I'm glad you made that point, because the narrative is always, last minute, the guy's going to be no. But it's right. You've been studying for Liam Smith the whole time, who stylistically is a bit, Ishmael Davis is a switch hitter. He can mix up in and out of range. He's got a few. Not saying he's the fighter Liam Smith is. He hasn't done enough to prove that. But totally different kettle of fish. And so, it's a good point to make, Chris. So Josh Kelly's going to go in. I don't know how much he's going to know about Ishmael Davis. Have they had much sparring? I don't know if they have or not, to be honest. I'm not sure. I don't think they have.
And so, Ishmael, they've got a common opponent, Troy Williamson, that they both beat.
Troy Williamson, yeah. I think I called him Ishmael Davis. Yeah, they both fought Troy Williamson, so that's it's kind of a good kind of barometer to use there.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little bit, we said this, we might have said this on our other preview videos for this card that we're going to upload. I really liked the Liam Smith Josh Kelly fight. It was a bit of a standout one for me. I really liked stylistically, be a good matchup. So I'm deflated for this. I'm a little bit deflated. I can't be dishonest. I'm a bit.
It was like Liam Smith versus Josh Kelly was my favorite fight on the card, bar the main event. Like I was really up for this one. I was really like, do you know? And I had Liam Smith, and I was going to pick Liam Smith to win. I just think he would old man him in there, you know. And Josh Kelly, you know.
Yeah, Josh Kelly's another interesting one, Chris, isn't he? A bit similar to, not similar to Buatsi's career, but since the Avanesian loss, where obviously he was taken out of that fight to live to fight another day, wasn't he, essentially? He's fought Troy Williamson, he stopped Placido Ramirez, I think his name was. He then kind of had the Channel 5 contract, didn't he, which is always like, the old rebuild on the Channel 5, that old classic. The guy's 30 now, massive prospect, great skill set, got a little bit of that kind of show. Well, obviously a big showboater, and his sort of career's not really sort of taken off, has it, in the way we would have expected to, similar to Buatsi. And I don't know. I'm expecting him to get through this fight with Ishmael Davis, but it's just a little bit of me that wonders if he's maybe. Is there a danger he maybe gets found out again Saturday night? I've got a suspicion.
Well, this is the thing. So we'll break down the fight. So Ishmael Davis, he's not fast, but he is. He's got like he's very compact, and he's a counter puncher. He's very strong, and he hits very hard. Yeah, and but what I did notice in a fight that I watched, it was against Ewan McKenzie.
Oh, the
Um,
war. It's a war that was, wasn't it?
yeah, he like he starts to gas, but he still like starts to gas like he starts to
Bulky,
gas mid
isn't he?
rounds.
He's
Yeah, because he's
bulky
quite muscle
for
bound,
the weight. He's quite thick set for
and
the weight.
he's quite muscle bound as well, which obviously you all know about
Yeah,
oxygen getting around the muscles, blah blah blah. But
yeah,
anyway, he midway through the fight, obviously it was a bit of a war. He starts to gas, so
yeah.
he needs to hold his shape. If he can hold his shape and be compact and weather the storm, because Josh Kelly starts fast hands, fast feet, it might be him with a chance of breaking him down and winning. I can't really
Mm,
see it. I just think that Josh Kelly's got a bit too much experience, and
yeah.
at this level, he probably learned from the Avanesian fight. He's not gonna go too hell for leather if the guy's not going because he seems like a strong, tough man.
You
Obviously,
think
he's been in a
so?
war with yeah, he's been in a war. So I just think I'd give it to Josh Kelly on experience, quicker hands, quicker feet.
Yeah.
But if Ishmael Davis won, I wouldn't be like, whoa man, I wasn't expecting that. Like I give
No,
him like he's a live underdog dog. He's strong,
it wouldn't.
hits
It wouldn't
hard.
be a Buster Douglas
When he's
moment, Chris, would it?
when Yeah, but when he switched on, like at the beginning of that Ewan McKenzie fight, he was quite compact in his defense. You know, like not really giving much away. Doesn't really fall for all the feints and stuff like that. So yeah, if he I think Josh Kelly's going to win, but I wouldn't rule it out. And especially last minute opponent change and all that, I wouldn't rule it
Mm,
out if Davis won. What do you
yeah.
reckon?
Yeah, I think it's fair. I've just got this nagging feeling, like I've said, about where kind of Josh Kelly is at. The change of opponent. I'm going more with. I mean, I'm doing what I sometimes do in these previews and kind of looking at the psychological element. I'm wondering where's his mindset over there. I saw an interview with. It might have been Boxing News or Seconds Out, one of the two. And he looked so deflated that Liam Smith wasn't fighting. And you know, sometimes in life when you have a kind of last minute change and it's quite hard to get yourself G'd up again, get that energy back up. And
Yeah,
if there's the only because he should have, like you correctly said, he should have too much experience, skill set. You know, the Avanesian fight, massive learning fight, gone away, rebuilt a little bit. He should have too much. But I just that the only thing I think that could is, or should I say, his biggest enemy on Saturday is probably going to be complacency, Chris. If he goes in there, cut the hands a bit complacent,
100%.
it could change the course of the fight. But he should, he should be just that little
Yeah.
bit too good for. But it wouldn't be
Yeah,
much of a
I'd
preview if
like to think.
we didn't try and add a little bit of, a bit of elements to it, because at the end of the day, anything can happen in that ring. A little bit switched off, not quite right, head's not quite there. It might not be his night. You never know.
That's it. And Ishmael Davis, he is strong and he does hit hard. And
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
he was already in camp for another
mm,
fight, so he's ready. It's a big opportunity for him as well. So
yeah,
sometimes people rise to the occasion of these kind of big opportunities and steal the show. Like
yeah.
they're the underdog. No one expects him to win. Like and yeah, so he has got a good chance in there. The only thing is, like the best thing to beat Josh Kelly is like grind him down and go after him in the later rounds. That's what we've seen Avanesian do. I don't think Ishmael Davis has got the gas tank to do that. But it
Oh,
might
yeah,
it
that's
might
an
it might
interesting
prove everyone
analysis.
prove everyone wrong. Because I've seen in that
So
war, but it wasn't war. But he was
yeah,
gassing
so
and
you're
his compact
thinking,
defense is
yeah,
it
I, I see where you're going actually, where your psychology is going, because you're sort of saying that I hear what you're saying, dragging Josh Kelly into deep waters into those championship rounds. and try and, you know, get to him that way. But then based on, you know, because I looked at that Ewan McKenzie, and he showed a lot of heart, Ewan McKenzie. Like, I thought he was gone. Do you remember, like, Ishmael Davis had him, and then I was thinking, oh, that's it, he's gone. And then he recovered, and then Ishmael Davis, he had a little bit of a layoff. He needed to sort of refill his gas tank a little bit. Second win.
He had to have a few rounds off.
Yeah,
So,
but against Josh Kelly's a fit guy. You know, he's fast. You know, he might not get that opportunity if he does guess out, because, you know, Josh Kelly will keep throwing those punches out. At least I suspect he will. And then Ishmael Davis might not get a chance to. That's actually quite an interesting analysis. I hadn't kind of thought of that. But I'm just hoping, Chris, this is a good fight, because if Josh Kelly just kind of, if it's a completely one-sided affair, it could ruin the rest of the card, because the rest of the card are quite good matchups across the board. So I hope it's not a bit of a blowout. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, so that's it. That's it, really. And that's all we can say, because there's not really much footage on it. Ishmael Davis, last minute opponent. So I'm gonna go. My prediction is Josh Kelly. I'm gonna go Josh Kelly. Majority decision. No, Josh Kelly split decision. I think it's going to be a really hard fight, but he's going to take the W. But I think it's going to be a really hard fight for him.
Yeah, I did have a majority decision for Josh Kelly before going on air with you doing this, but I don't know why it's just come into my head. I've got a feeling Josh Kelly might stop him late if the batteries kind of run out in Ishmael Davis, where a little bit of nerve. I think Ishmael Davis also could have the other element to this, quickly to add in, is I think under the lights in the Wembley Arena and the occasion might just get to him a little bit, and a bit of nervous energy. And we know with nervous energy can deplete your tank that little bit more. So I'm now thinking on the spot, Josh Kelly might be able to stop him later where Davis has got nothing left. So I'll go with that.
No, that's a fair point. To be honest, as you were saying it, I was thinking, do you know what? I think I should change mine to that, but I'm not. I'm going to stick with what I said originally, regardless of
made that
what I'm thinking.
Before, Chris. We've made that mistake before.
So just stick with your gut. Just stick with your gut on your original one.
Absolutely.
So I'm going split decision. Josh Kelly, you're going Josh Kelly, late stoppage. Yeah. That's our predictions. Boxing Bros UK. Please like and subscribe.
AJ preview coming tomorrow.
Yes, you know.